They hate the police, but they love the power of it. They hate the police. They want to be the police. They want the authority that comes with it to tell you what to do. And if you disobey them, if you break their laws, if you break their rules, they're going to crack your skull open. That's what they want to do. What, you think I'm exaggerating? Have you guys not been watching the riots that were going on the past couple of weeks? All right, welcome back, you absolute stellar legends. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video. Like I said, we're going to be getting back into some more social commentary, especially now that we know that the YouTube algorithm will absolutely refuse to recommend our channels. So if you guys have seen that video, you know what the hell is going on. You guys see that I'm getting 2 views per video and a couple of dozen impressions per video, even on very trending topics like the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, right? So today we're going to be doing a reaction to a friend of the channel. I'm sorry about the creaking, it's my garbage chair. I need to upgrade it. It is what it is. So he's a friend of the channel. It's Saladino. Check out his channel. Watch his video also. It's going to be much shorter than my reaction. So before we start watching his video, so his video is titled, Oh no, not woke. So if you guys get the inflection, you should know what video he is talking about. So before we get into the actual reaction of the video, I want to read something. And yes, you are seeing this correctly. It is a website about schizophrenia. So we're going to learn a little bit of what schizophrenia is. And I want you guys to keep a few things in mind when we watch the video. And also when you actually see progressive leftist activists, you'll understand why. I've been saying that for the past few years. We've been having a mass outbreak of social media mental disorder that's akin to schizophrenia. Social media induced schizophrenia. So what is schizophrenia? Schizophrenia is a serious disorder which affects how a person thinks, feels, and acts. Someone with schizophrenia may have difficulty distinguishing between what is real and what is imaginary. May be unresponsive or withdrawn, and may have difficulty expressing normal emotions in social situations. Contrary to public perception, schizophrenia is not split personality or multiple personality. The vast majority of people with schizophrenia are non-violent and do not pose a danger to others, but some of them do. Some of them do. I've known a few clinical schizophrenics, and violence is not always physical violence, getting ready to fight, but violence can also be the way they act towards you, yelling at you, screaming at you, pushing you, trying to intimidate you. That is aggressivity. That is a form of violence. Schizophrenia is not caused by childhood experiences, poor parenting, or lack of willpower, nor are the symptoms identical for each person. The signs of schizophrenia are different for everyone. Symptoms may develop slowly over months or years, or may appear very abruptly. The disease may come and go in cycles of relapse and remission. So it almost sounds like it could sometimes be switched on and off, which is kind of why I say it's social media induced schizophrenia. So what are the behaviors and early warning signs of schizophrenia? Hearing or seeing something that isn't there. Hallucination. A constant feeling of being watched. Paranoia. Peculiar or nonsensical way of speaking or writing. strange body positioning. So this is how a normal person would think. But a person that has strange body positioning would be like, if you guys have seen the clinical videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that is how they, that is strange body positioning. So feeling indifferent to very important situations, protests, riots, deterioration of academic or work performance, a change in personal hygiene and appearance. We know how dirty so many of them are. A change in personality, how they go from sweet, nice young girls to bitter, angry, violent, feminist women. Increasing withdrawal from social situations. Irrational, angry, or fearful response to loved ones. To loved ones could be removed. It's towards anybody. We all see how violent they get, how angry they get. They'll scream at you. They'll do everything to get you away from them or to shut you up. Inability to sleep or concentrate. We all know how many of them are claimed to be sleep deprived, right? I have insomnia, but that's because of other things. Inappropriate or bizarre behavior, as we'll see in this video. Extreme preoccupation with religion or the occult. You'd be very surprised at how many of them are actually obsessed with Satanism. That's why it's in many of their propaganda. So that is schizophrenia. So now let us watch Saladino's video.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Saladino.
Oh, and if you're wondering, this right here, that is Saladino being held by Heath Ledger. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Saladino. So we're going to watch this video, this clip in its entirety without interrupting it. But keep in mind, or keep an eye out over here, of the signs of schizophrenia and tell me how many you spot.
What about my kids? Look at this. That's what happens to my kids. I can't help you. But you can if you could just move out the way. You're not going to. How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing to do? No, it's not.
How do you all as white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
Oh no, not work. I care so much.
So you don't care about stopping black people from going to work?
Look at this line that you guys are causing. I'm not causing no problems. I'm not trying to. We're just trying to leave.
So this is something that I've been talking about for a while now. This is woke. Woke is weaponizing a minority group against a political enemy. The first time I saw this video, it was Asmongold's clip channel. And the title is, "This Clip Will Radicalize a Generation." Going by the thumbnail,
okay,
I thought this was going to be another black fatigue meme thing. But
yeah, that's pretty much what everybody was expecting, especially with her reaction. Like, so everybody was thinking it was another one of those moments. But man, we were all completely wrong. So let's continue.
no, it's white activist fatigue, which actually is at the heart of all of this. Black fatigue, LGBTQ electric boogaloo fatigue, girl boss fatigue, ugly fatigue. It's because of white activists who push this shit so much that people have become emboldened and radicalized against all of it.
Salads is 100% right about this. How emboldened and how against the movement have people become? Well, we have seen companies completely failing, going completely bankrupt, going completely under. And this year also marks the year that the least amount of companies have changed their Twitter or company logo to the rainbow. Everybody is very like I consider myself a pretty open-minded person, pretty laid back, but even I have been okay, guys. Stop this shit. Enough is enough. Calm down. People were on your side until you guys started going after the kids. That was the turning point of all of this.
They've allowed people to be more comfortable, not just speaking out against the activism, but against the groups activists claim to support.
Yeah, because it's not peaceful. It's all very, very aggressive. And if you decide to speak out against it, you are the one that's in the wrong and you are the one that's going to get punished. And if you live in a country like the UK or even Canada, there are some countries where these people are royalty and you can't so much as make a joke about misgendering them or whatever, or call a woman fat without getting sent to jail or the authorities looking into you or coming to your house.
Like I keep saying about all these black female leads, they are deliberately ugly and gay.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control!
What do you think?
It's all right. It's all right.
You got black Vikings, black samurais, black Cleopatra, black Batman, black Little Mermaid, black Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. None of it has anything to do with black people or any of these other so-called marginalized groups.
Oh, and by the way, in case you can't tell by his voice, Saladino is a black American, and many leftist activists would like to pretend that guys like him don't exist, and they are pretty damn vile when it comes to guys like Saladino. There is nothing that these activists hate more than a disobedient black person.
It's not the cause that matters to these people. It's the activism that matters.
Yep.
Like I always say about activists that have infested geek culture or gaming. When gamers talk about Stellar Blade, they're talking about Stellar Blade. When activists talk about Stellar Blade, they're talking about straight men gooning. For geeks and gamers, not the channel, but for geeks and gamers, gaming and comics and so on is the hobby. For activists, the hobby is activism.
Yep. Stellar Blade is still my favorite game of the past few years. It was my game of the year for 2024, and I still love playing it. The graphics are amazing. The character designs are amazing. The monster designs are freaking insane, like Soul of Crafty and some of them. The world is awesome. The voice acting, the music. My God, if you guys have a chance, just look up the Stellar Blade OST. It is one of the best video game soundtracks that you will actually hear. It's I think it's all in Korean, but it's an amazing soundtrack. And all the characters, even the male characters, are all beautiful looking. So it's not just Eve that's eye candy, even though she's a bit more revealing than the other characters, but it is the character that you're playing.
Doesn't matter what the cause is. Doesn't matter if it's hurting people in real time. It doesn't matter if it's hurting the cause altogether.
How do you as white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
This picture right here, man. This picture right here.
Oh no.
I think this might be the thumbnail of the video. This looks like something a schizophrenic person would see from the corner of their eye.
Not work.
You can tell activists that they're the reason why people are sick of the LGBTQ.
Yep.
You can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're the reason why people are sick of, say, trans women. And all they will say is, you are always a bigot. And what's perfect about this clip is that you see what these performative assholes really think.
As a whole, I have never seen a more unpeaceful social movement in our time. When have you guys seen anything that is remotely like this? And the worst part is, the government and the media promotes and encourages this behavior. Oh, and if you're wondering why I've got bills in my pocket, it's because I'm doing my best impression of Mr. Beast. How am I doing so far? This is all that matters, right there, YouTube, you motherfuckers? Not recommending my videos and telling me that they're not recommending my videos, but not only me, but they're not recommending your videos to your subscribers either. Go ahead, ask them. If you've noticed that your viewership has gone down, you lost income, go into your settings, YouTube Studio, go into your analytics, and go into reach. And right there, you're going to see, for me, none of my videos are appearing on the recommended anymore. The only way people get my videos discovered is by either coming directly to my channel or searching for me. Nothing else. And it's been like that for the past few months now. And I asked YouTube why this is happening. And YouTube said, if you guys could read, well, we don't recommend your videos to your audience. Rather, we find videos for your audience to watch when they come to YouTube. It's just that they're not giving them your videos. They'll give other people's videos, but not your videos. Dirty bastards, huh? Dirty, dirty AI bastards. Mr. Beast loves the AI.
Why do Americans always mention some kind of skin color or ethnicity to try to make a point? Because the people that are doing this, it's like they're kryptonite.
I have to wonder about the person who asked why I mentioned skin color, because you have to be extremely dense not to realize what is happening while you're watching the video.
Yep.
White protesters pretending to care about brown people and their families, blocking a brown woman from going to work to take care of her kids.
Oh no, not work.
Literally happening live in 4K.
In fact, it's so perfect, I was wondering if it was fake. It's like a skit. So, in looking for the original video, I came across this blog called Alt House by this woman, Ann Althouse. That's A-N-N, no E.
It was all too name. Understand what you... But if you're going to... What difference? So if you only call me Anne.
This Althouse blog post pretty much summed up what I was thinking about when I saw this clip. The "oh no, not work" guy is so repulsive that I had to wonder if he is an actor deliberately evoking our disgust. The lovely black woman also seems perfectly cast. She does. And one of the reasons why I wondered if this was fake or not was because this is a black woman in New York, in the streets, not crashing out.
All right, so just a fair warning, this is not a trigger warning, but I don't like seeing crap like this. So you're about to see this fat ass of a woman over here punch this woman over here right in the face. So just fair warning.
Very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child. Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused. That's not the point. What I'm saying, that's really.
But I'll assume they are real people in a real confrontation.
Piece of shit.
Somebody's there with the camera, and they know it. But everything's in front of cameras these days. Human behavior is behavior for the camera now. Is this thing?
Yep, and people are starving for attention. They will do anything they can to get your views, because your views will get them closer to that Mr. Beast cash. This is the evil society that social media and desperation has bred. And it is the culture that YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all other social medias are pushing. They're not going to push me because I'm a normal, reasonable person.
Real? It's real in today's terms, real and very viral. The scene is so perfect. The ordinary person.
Everybody knows who Johnny Somali is. Everybody knows now who Vitali is.
Burton in her daily life is so reasonable, so appealing. And the man, cocksure in his cause, is so enragingly and hilariously awful. His cause is, to him, so obviously more important than her work. It's not just more important than her work. It's more important than her, who he claims to be speaking up for.
And that's why they are obstructing
That's
her
because his cause
from
is
being
actually
able
activism.
to get to work.
It's not about marginalized people, brown people, women, LGBTQ, whatever. It's literally just activism. To him, it's just about feeling morally superior to everyone else around him.
Yep. And here's the other thing that I believe. So if you guys haven't noticed, it's people don't say anymore that they're gay, lesbian, whatever. Now they say they identify as. And when they do a lot of surveys, one of the things that they ask is, what do I identify as? And a lot of people do say they identify as LGBT. So you don't have to be gay, but you can identify as and be part of the LGBT. And don't forget, if you look at the flag now, these people hate white colonialism and what's that other word? Not conversion, but when you take over a culture or you take a culture into yourself, whatever. They've literally adopted an entire race into not a sexuality, but a race. They took black people and put it in the LGBT flag. So whether you're a straight black guy or not, you had no say in this, but black is part of the LGBT. How does that make sense?
Back to Ann Halthouse here. His cause is, to him, so obviously more important than her work. But what is his cause? It is, ironically, persons of color getting to work in the United States of America. I'm just going to accept that this is real, because if it was fake, they would have stayed on her expression much longer than they did.
They are literal, the white saviors, but they hate black people. Well, they hate people in general. He is so off-putting, man.
That's meme material right there. A black woman giving this expression to a white man? Come on now. That's literally every black female protagonist in comics.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Look, so I'm Greek. The majority of the women that I've dated have been black. And I have had this expression from every single one of my black girlfriends.
Now.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time.
So there's something about Unreal Engine.
Now.
There's something about the Unreal Engine 5. It creates beautiful worlds, very realistic things, but the one thing that it either cannot do, or it's deliberately and willfully done, they can't make an attractive looking. Sometimes the guys look attractive, but they have this weird, sickly looking appearance, like something, like they're not normal, like they're dying of some sort of life-threatening disease. Like late stage, like, doesn't this look like late stage AIDS or something? Late stage cancer? Like, she does not look normal. And I'm sorry, most women that I know put on a little bit of makeup.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now.
Whoa.
Except she's clearly a woman in this case. These assholes don't even care about black people. But this thing where they've pushed black people down everybody's throat, infantilizing us by pretending we need to see ourselves in Viking movies and as the Little Mermaid, making black men weak and effeminate. I really do think it's some kind of psyop, because nothing else makes sense.
Black people walk like...
Man, this is such a legendary clip, but YouTube would actually block my video or age restrict the video for what this guy says in the video, even though it's done in a humorous manner. Watch Saladino's video. It's going to be the uncensored part. So, look, I'm Greek. And we all know how few, like, we do have God of War, which is like one of the biggest games. But apart from God of War, we don't really have that many games that are part of that represent the Greek culture. But I've never once felt the need, why aren't they making more games with Greek people in it? Why are Greeks not in more movies? Why are Greeks not part of... I feel oppressed. I've never thought that. And I've never felt that in my entire life of gaming and watching movies. And I find it very weird, people that need to see themselves. Like, look, if you need to see yourself, that means that you are not getting any attention. And if you're not getting any attention, that usually means that there's something fundamentally flawed with you, and you need to work on it. And maybe see somebody about it.
Because nothing else makes sense.
Black people walk like that because we have style, we got flavor. The nigga now, the current...
Not anymore. Thanks to activists, black culture, black popular culture has been turned into a joke, a meme.
I'll leave it in.
There was a time where white people gravitated to black.
Okay, look, I'm sorry, but this is a little bit on the nose, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every single one of these characters has the exact same haircut, the same hairstyle. And there's much more than just these 10 characters, by the way. This has become the stereotypical black male haircut in games. I'm not sure about movies, but yeah, we have Killmonger, who also has this movie, in this haircut in the Black Panther movie. But yeah, this is the stereotypical black haircut now for black video game characters.
Black culture is kind of a way to rebel against their parents or the establishment. That's one of the reasons so many white people got into rap. It was cool because it was counterculture. There used to be this thing that would start out, say, in, I don't know, urban culture, black culture.
Man, I remember when this came out.
Once suburban house moms started repeating it or talking about it or whatever,
it makes my skin
you knew
crawl.
That was the end of that popular phrase. It was now part of the establishment. So it was not cool anymore. It wasn't hip. It wasn't the thing to be attracted to or to take on or to care about. Somewhere along the way, Activists decided that it was important for black people, and especially black women, to be a part of the establishment.
Yep. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't talk about this, and I don't know, I can't remember when the last time I heard somebody talk about this. The thing about being a progressive leftist is that it's absolutely about absolute obedience and conformity. If you do not obey and you do not conform to their way of thinking, their way of life, you will lose everything, and you will also risk physical assault. If you do not obey and conform, comply or die, as I call it. It's so freaking bizarre, and they love it. It's because they love the power that they have over you. They hate like Asmongold has said, they hate the police, but they love the power of it. They hate the police. They want to be the police. They want the authority that comes with it to tell you what to do. And if you disobey them, if you break their laws, if you break their rules, they're going to crack your skull open. That's what they want to do. What, you think I'm exaggerating? Have you guys not been watching the riots that were going on the past couple of weeks, that the mayor of Chicago was saying that it was mostly peaceful, or that there was nothing wrong with what they were doing until the law enforcement got involved, until the law was enforced? Come on, man.
The LGBTQ electric boogaloo had to be accepted by the establishment. That's what all this inclusion bullshit is all about. Forcing this shit into straight white popular culture to own the chuds.
And it's all done by white people, the majority.
This was really about marginalized groups seeing themselves to make black versions of real life historical figures. Real life white people turning them black.
Yeah.
Nobody in their right mind believes that making a black Queen Anne or a black woman playing Jesus has anything to do with making black people feel better about themselves.
It doesn't. What it actually is intended to do is to make white people hate black people more. They hate black people so much, and they want to make more people hate black people. So they use black people and other minorities to get you upset. So you'll get upset when you see, oh, a new game is coming out and the lead character is a black character, or the lead character is a female character. It's all designed to divide, to increase hatred, because that's all these people do, is they hate. You ever notice how they smile with blood-curdling hatred in their eyes?
Or making white people see how great black people really are. How? By stealing white people's history? By forcing black people into places and roles that they literally don't belong in? That they don't even need?
Please.
Hollywood can't make a Blade movie anymore because Blade is too masculine. Woke isn't inclusion.
Wesley Snipes,
Woke
man.
is propaganda. It's stagecraft. Woke is how activists want to see the world. Woke activists don't like black people either. They just use them against their political enemies, straight white men. But hilariously, they hate straight black men too, and straight Asian men. But they go about the hate in different ways. With black men, they turn them into these weak, feckless Gordon Good brothers.
Because they are terrified of black people. That is why they hate them. It's always so funny watching a white leftist listening to a black person, apart from these guys, but listening to a black person that they agree with. When you watch how they're in awe. It's like they're in a place in front of an idol of worship. Like they put them on this high pedestal, but in reality they don't give a crap what the person is saying. And none of these guys have any real black friends in their life. The only black people they know is either online or co-workers.
Put them in dresses or pair them off with white women to piss off white men. With Asian men, they'll call them alt-white. So if you say you want a Ghost of Tsushima sequel starring Jin again, and not some woman coming along writing Ghost of Tsushima's success, or a Japanese man as the protagonist of an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan, instead of these activists going, I get it, I understand, it makes sense. I guess these just don't want just straight white men to lead all games. No, they don't say that. They go, Asian men are just white men from the East.
Okay, I'm going to throw something in based on my experience with these violent social media schizophrenics. So, like I've said in the video, I'm Greek. So, for 400 years, my people were under oppression, subjugation of the Ottoman Empire for 400 years. We didn't have it as bad as the Jewish Holocaust. We didn't have it as bad as the black slavery, but my people were subjugated to them for 400 years. We did manual labor for them. They took our lands. They did a lot of stuff to us for 400 years. We gained our independence. And the funny thing is, whenever I talk about something like this, and a progressive hears or they read the comment I made along those lines, they say, my experience is nothing, and I am white. Sometimes they'll say white adjacent, but I'm white. Oh no, the Greek oppression, oh, poor me. This is how vile these people are. They pick and choose who is part of the oppression Olympics. And again, it's mostly, predominantly white people. So when people say we hate white people, or that they hate white people, it's you guys. You guys are not normal. Normal people don't think like you. Normal people don't act like you.
If you don't want to play as a black samurai in an Assassin's Creed game, you're a white supremacist. Woke is emotional manipulation for political power. They don't care about these issues at all. And whenever you confront them with their crooked thinking or their hypocrisy, they either get violent or smug.
Oh no, not work. I care so much.
Oh, wait, and one other thing. Probably the craziest thing about this clip, this video, is the way that he looks at the lovely black woman after he says, oh no, not work. He's looking at her like they're about to have a moment, like they're having a moment. Like he's like, don't worry, my Nubian queen.
Because he's socially unaware. Like. He thinks right? Something different.
We both know.
I guarantee you something right? different is happening in his mind.
The worst thing, probably, they have so many bad qualities, leftist activists. But the worst thing probably is the lack of self-awareness, the narcissism. These people are vile. And I think they know that they're vile, but I think they genuinely believe that it's for a greater good.
The greater... All right, guys. So that was the video. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you check out Saladino's channel. He blew up very, very fast. He went from like 3,000 subscribers. Actually, he at one point had less subscribers than I had. And within a month, he jumped to 7,000 subscribers. And all of a sudden, even his channel is no longer getting recommended like it was getting recommended before. And he's been stuck with 7,000 subscribers for a little while now. So Saladino is a great guy. I respect him a lot. I've watched pretty much all of his videos, and I recommend that you guys check him out and make sure that you guys watch his video as well. The link will be in the description, and in I think we're allowed putting the videos in our pinned comment. But yeah, that's pretty much what I feel, how I feel about these, and I always make sure to call them leftist progressives or progressive leftists. I used to call them liberals, but even liberals have distanced themselves from stuff like this. And yeah, it's really crazy how this stuff is actually promoted. Whereas if you have a normal point of view, you're the one that gets punished and you're the one that gets suppressed or punished. So that was the video. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. Oh, did you guys do your check marks? How many schizophrenic traits did you guys see in that video? Right, I appreciate you guys giving some of your time today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay stellar. Jigavega, Michael out. Mr. Beast. Later.